woman had just finished her prenatal checkup and came out. She unexpectedly saw her husband behaving intimately with his secretary. She never imagined the two of them would be so bold. But when the husband looked up and saw his wife, he immediately panicked. He hurried forward and explained the secretary had menstrual cramps, and he was just taking her to see a doctor. But at that moment, two nurses unintentionally revealed the two were lovers, and the man's wife was even deaf. Upon hearing this, the man stood frozen in place, terrified that his wife might have heard something. However, the secretary arrogantly stepped forward and said the woman was deaf and couldn't hear anything at all. But what they didn't know was the woman's hearing had already recovered a week ago. Not only did she know about their illicit relationship, she was also preparing to divorce her husband and disappear from his world completely. So she came to the hospital to have an abortion for the child she had with the man. She called her grandfather, admitting she had made a mistake and was willing to return to inherit the family business. She planned to part ways with the man for good. After returning home, she began packing her things. She placed the divorce papers and other items into a bag and gave it to a courier with instructions to deliver it to her husband in a month. When the husband got home, he noticed a lot of things were missing, but he didn't pay much attention to it. He had no idea his wife had already terminated the pregnancy. Using the excuse of taking his wife out to relax, he brought her to a class reunion. Unbeknownst to him, his secretary was also there. Even his classmates looked down on the woman for being deaf. They not only insulted her with words, but also openly mocked the relationship between the man and the secretary. Surprisingly, the man didn't mind at all. He even tacitly allowed the secretary to insult his wife. But the woman heard everything. Then, encouraged by the crowd, the secretary played an audio recording of her fooling around with the man and played it in front of everyone. Seeing the smug expressions on their faces, the woman could no longer hold it in and stood up. This scared the secretary. She suspected the woman had heard the recording. Even the bystanders were shocked. At this point, the man nervously stood up and asked the woman what was wrong. The woman thought it wasn't the right time yet, so she held back. She casually said the secretary's phone case looked nice. Everyone breathed a sigh of relief upon hearing this. The man took the opportunity to scold a few people and told them to stop fooling around. After calming his wife down, the man, while she wasn't paying attention, got cozy with the secretary again. Only when the woman noticed did the man nervously pull his hand away. The secretary then started provoking the woman. Not only did she mock her for being deaf, she even took the chance to show a flirty video